After you're finished admiring Big Ben, you'll come to an ancient crossroads with roads leading up to Parliament Street and Whitehall, where you can watch the changing of the guards, and to Downing Street, the home of the British Prime Minister. Whichever way you eventually go, don't miss the chance to visit the famous Westminster Abbey first, cross Parliament Square, and walk among statues of great statesmen such as Winston Churchill, Disraeli, and Nelson Mandela before you reach the apse of the Abbey. Here you will find three chapels containing some of the most beautiful tombs of the Abbey. Walking along in the shadow of the Houses of Parliament, below the flying buttresses which support the roof of the 31-meter-tall central nave, we come to the northern facade of the Abbey. This is where you enter the Abbey, but be warned, long queues are normal, so please be patient. This Gothic portal has three pointed arches crowned by gables, and the second level has a row of pointed arch windows, above which there is a gigantic rose window. The tympanum of the central door is decorated with biblical characters, the 12 apostles and Christ in majesty within a multi-lobed moulding, surrounded by angels. Standing in front of the mullion is a statue of the Virgin Mary with Child, and the archbolts have floral motifs and more figures of saints and angels. Westminster Abbey was built in the 13th century during the reign of Henry III, although the majority of the building was restored at the start of the 18th century. The west facade, historically the main entrance, has two impressive towers designed by Nicholas Hawksmoor, which are an example of Gothic revival design. Erected between 1734 and 1745, they each have 68 meters tall bell tower. The facade's wide central section has a large, pointed arch window in the upper level, whereas the lateral bodies have typically Gothic decoration. The Abbey has the longest central nave of any church in England. In stark contrast to its extreme narrowness, it is only 10 meters wide. Inside are the tombs of 17 monarchs and public figures of great importance in nation history, such as Isaac Newton, Charles Dickens, and Charles Darwin, as well as the tomb of the unknown soldier. When we leave the Abbey, we return to the ornate facade of the Houses of Parliament under the watchful gaze of Richard I. We will hit towards Victoria Tower, the ideal prelude to our next stop, Victoria Tower Gardens.